I just remember looking around and thinking like, I found it. Like this is it. It's run by kids, put on by kids. The bands were kids, the fans were kids. Anything's possible from here. That's the moment like my life really began. Like I was born in '76. My life really started in '92.
As you grow up in these small towns and you feel different, you're not playing football or baseball like everybody else is doing.
We were just like the bad kids, right? We didn't have anywhere to go.
You know, we're all on that island of misfit toys together. We're all a little bit broken or we're all a little weird.
And then you find out that there is a small community of people that all are like you and feel like you. And then you're like, oh, this is where I belong.
These bands were touring the U.S. They would tell bands to get a hold of me. And next thing I know, that's when Green Day and The Offspring and Neurosis and all those bands just started contacting me.
It's not something that the first wave of punk did.
We were sort of in the middle of nowhere, so bands came from Minneapolis and they didn't have anywhere to go. So they stopped in Sioux Falls.
So you look back on like everything that came through and you just kind of like shake your head like, Jesus, that was a very charmed existence there for like indie music nerds.
I'd have 100 to 300 kids show up for a band that no one ever heard of.
Maybe the show itself isn't even the main event. You know, it's really just this sense of community, even if you don't know most of these people.
It wasn't just an adult or an authority figure saying, this is how it has to be. It was all of us kind of coming together and saying, this is what we want, how can we make it?
For a lot of people, if they weren't in a band, they would publish a zine because everybody wanted to do something for the scene, whatever they were good at or whatever they could figure out how to do. And everybody was figuring out how to do things.
We were just doing it so long, and it was so beautiful.
And I feel like all of us kind of have that inherent need to want to feel like you belong to a certain community. And I don't think you can get that at a lot of places.
It's not a coincidence that these people were all in a room together listening to music.
I was family oriented before I had a family, because the scene was my family.
Maybe they were hoping it was just going to be a phase or something, but yeah, it ended up being like the rest of my life.